want to ask you a question. If the Patriots won this game, the question wouldn't have to be asked. But since they lost, is this now the beginning of the end to the Patriots' long-lived dynasty?
Well, absolutely. But people have been predicting the end. The end's going to come. It doesn't take a genius to say the end's going to come. Like, no kidding. Like, sooner or later it's going to end. But I think last night was a kind of a turning point, right? I mean, we don't know if Gronkowski's going to be back. They're going to lose. Maybe, now they're saying maybe Josh McDaniels doesn't leave. But it's going to end. It's going to end. But you know what? Right now, I got an email from one of the Vegas sports books this morning. The Patriots, 7-1 odds to win the Super Bowl 53. They're the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl next year. So is it going to end? It's going to end. It's going to end soon. But it might not end next year. I don't know. We'll see. Brady just had one of the best performances ever in a football game by a quarterback ever. And it came up empty. But when you're 40, you're the NFL MVP, put up 505 yards, the most ever in a playoff game. And other than it wasn't his most efficient game, but that was a rock star world class performance. Is there any reason to believe he's not going to be the best quarterback in football next year?
Yeah, and show me that other team in the AFC that's emerging, that's going to suddenly dethrone them. And of course, I'm assuming that Gronk comes back and it's still Belichick and it's still Brady. Something that I've been, completely ironclad about until I'm watching the post game last night and saying, is there something to all this? Finally, all this noise that's been out there, and the speculation that if McDaniels doesn't go to the Colts, that it's because he thinks Belichick is stepping down and he's going to get the head job. And that weird cryptic answer that Mr. Kraft gave to Andrea Kramer when she asked if he'll be back next year. So maybe there's this fire where all this smoke is, but assuming that the core comes back, is it Jacksonville? I mean, I feel like the Steelers are about to implode. So that's a long-winded way of me saying I still get them back in the AFC Championship game next year with the best quarterback in the league. And
and the Steelers are going to be stupid and spend a bunch of money on Le'Veon Bell to keep him happy, who averaged 3.9 yards per carry this year. People think he's this great running back, but running backs do not matter in the NFL. They do not matter. They're so overvalued. Let the Steelers throw all this money at him, and they could have got some guy for minimum wage to run for 3.9 yards per carry next year, and that's going to hurt their team long run. And the Patriots are still, like Jerry said, they're going to be there next year. So I don't think the end is coming. I don't think it's this year. I don't think it's happening in 2018.
But it is like weird doomsday cult, isn't it? Like where they pick a date.
It is.
Like
exactly, Jerry.
Comet people, remember them? Like they pick a date and then that date comes and goes and they go, just recalculating here. It's going to be 9 months from now, not this. Well, what happened to the last 8 predictions that you made? So I'm watching that Tom versus time thing, and he's going to play at a high level for a long time to come.